So now there's a target, right, which has pointed to the Treasurer General of Umkhonto weSizwe, Brian Molefe. Is this a plot against him, or maybe he is falsely accused by the fiction of Nhlamulo Ndlela and Duduzile Zuma? I don't know, but seems like there is some serious misconduct and stealing of money when it comes to the side of Brian Molefe, as he is accused of not providing any financial assistance to Umkhonto weSizwe structures. So what is happening now? It is reported that the offices of Umkhonto weSizwe Party, whereby they are renting business, it is reported that they are being closed down due to some unpaid rent coming from the Treasurer General of Umkhonto weSizwe, Brian Molefe.
Nasi impokane ezihlaza zithi uBrian Molefe uhluleke wancama ukureyizela inhlangano yomkhonto weSizwe Party imali. Into ayaziyo uphende kukrebe. Wena ubona uqhofoza amaqanda, uqhofoqhofo uyaqhofoza. Udla le mali abayithola kuhulumeni. Hey, suka madoda. Kazi babethi bamthembeni sifundiso lesaka Molefe. Kuthiwa ama-office ano 3 months engakhokhelwa. Sikhuluma nje i-provincial office yomkhonto weSizwe Party elapha KwaZulu Natal leseThekwini. Kuthiwa namhlanje ngo-4 uma lingakhokhelwe ayavalwa ama-office. Brian Molefe, mfana kithi, kusho ukuthi naka Eskom kwakubuqhofoqhofo kanje, qhofoza mqhofusi. Ayikho into esingayisho. Izingane zikababa izona ezikuthembile. Ngizwa ke kuthiwa ama-office impela ayiwihlemze bekubuqhemqhemu. Yonke imali angeke ke size sisho lutho, sithi nje sithuli sibhekile eqhofoza umqhofusi.
Is he falsely accused, or Brian Molefe himself is stealing money there in that position? We know that not long ago there was a campaign, the side of Nhlamulo Ndlela and Duduzile Zuma, which was calling upon to remove 7 officials of Umkhonto weSizwe, which are believed to be snakes around Jacob Zuma. You can even include the second deputy president of Umkhonto weSizwe, Tony Yengeni, is also mentioned there. The chairperson of Umkhonto weSizwe, Nkosinathi Nhleko, is also mentioned there. Yes, the secretary general of Umkhonto weSizwe is Bonelo Nomvalo, is also mentioned there, and others as well are also mentioned. But I want us to focus on the treasurer general of Umkhonto weSizwe, Brian Molefe, because it seems like now he is the target in the party. Already Umkhonto weSizwe Party has had 4 treasurers general since its formation. The first one was Menzi Ngubane, the second one was Dr. Tanti Mtanti, the third one was Mpiyakhe Limba, and the fourth one, it is now Brian Molefe. And now Brian Molefe has been tested because it is said that there is a high chance, these are just allegations, naming him to say that he is busy squandering, eating the MK Party funds. What is happening there in Umkhonto weSizwe? So I want us to play this clip of Sibonelo Nomvalo, who is the Treasurer General of Umkhonto weSizwe. I want you to listen to him, how this faction is playing out, because he did say and explain to say what happened with these 2 comrades, Nhlamulo Ndlela and Duduzile Zuma. The decision to remove them came long ago, before he even took the position of being the Secretary General of Umkhonto weSizwe. And he explained to say that no, these news, they were supposed to be announced of removing particularly Nhlamulo Ndlela,
which takes care of everything of the organization. I thought I must clarify that as the first point. Then secondly, with regards to these comrades that we are talking about and the allegations of building my own faction and so on, I work with all the officials as my political colleagues. I work with all of them as my political colleagues. Comrade Tony Yengeni is the second deputy president of the MK Party. Comrade Nhleko is the national chair. Every time when we prepare for the officials meeting, I have to speak with him, Comrade Nhleko, to speak about the agenda,
Yes.
And so on, and the logistics of a meeting, because he is the national chair. So there's no way I can avoid speaking with him. Number two, a decision which was taken about this comrade was a collective decision. By the way, a decision to remove the spokesperson was taken before I came in.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
The letter, the decision was supposed to be communicated when I was announced. But the new spokesperson had not terminated his contract with the previous employer.
Oh, okay.
So a decision had long been taken. It was just waiting for implementation. That's what people don't know. But it was expedited by elements of ill discipline to a certain extent. But it was bound to happen. But it was expedited, and unfortunately, I was the SG at that time. That is the most inevitable coincidence. So it got expedited now by these elements of ill discipline, elements of what is that thing? Institute, duversalism. So, and then there was a DC process, and then after that, posters were made about us, insulting us, the leadership, and then a lot happened, which resulted now into expulsion. So I never, because we were busy in Cape Town, I was only talking with some family members of Comrade Muzi telephonically. I was not there. Okay. The family went to the president to lodge their complaint against these two comrades. And the president was very angry. And he asked, why have we not dealt with these comrades? So it means we don't have leadership here. If the family can complain to this extent and there's no consequence management, I was not there. The chief whip of the National Assembly can tell you she was there. So it's so unfortunate. I'm part of that collective. I take ownership of decisions which have been taken by the collective. I don't isolate myself. And I'm the chief communicator of decisions which have been taken. And unapologetically so. So I can't feel sorry because people attribute out of their stress, attribute all those things to me. I know that's bound to happen because I'm the SG, I'm the chief communicator. But I will never stop communicating decisions of a collective because of these unwarranted and unfounded attacks. I'm a politician. I come a long way with politics. I've been involved in much more heated dynamics like this. This is just a minor issue to me.
Immediately after Spoya Nomvalo has been appointed to be the Secretary General, we see drastic changes in the MK party to an extent that the likes of Tamulo and Duduzile, they end up accusing Spoya Nomvalo of having some influence when it comes to the MK party president Jacob Zuma. So this one is the worst one. It is believed, these are allegations, that the second deputy president of Umkhonto weSizwe, Tony Yengeni, has no membership of the party. Yes, it is believed that Tony Yengeni has no membership of Umkhonto weSizwe. So the fiction of Duduzile and obviously Nhlamulo and Duduzile, they are asking to say, what influence is he exerting to Jacob Zuma as he influences Jacob Zuma to make such drastic decisions? So they don't want the man there because they believe that since he came on board, there is trouble after trouble, in which now Jacob Zuma has started to listen to his old comrades such as Brian Molefe, such as Tony Yengeni, and they are having this influence upon him. So things have changed. The tables have changed against the likes of Duduzile, meaning that your daughter is no longer working because the old comrades that Jacob Zuma went to exile with, the likes of Tony Tornado Yengeni, are there. So they are accusing the second deputy to say that no, needs to go because he has no membership and is not a member of the MK party, but seems like he has this big influence upon the decision of Jacob Zuma. So the family of the late Muzi came to Jacob Zuma to complain about Dlamulo and Duduzile, and it is reported that Jacob Zuma was so very angry about the decision of these comrades, and Jacob Zuma confronted the leadership of Umkhonto weSizwe to say that why are you not removing these comrades, because these comrades are messing up the party and they are quiet. And Nomvalo says that no, this was a collective decision. It is not him or his influence that has fueled the decision to get rid of Duduzile and Dlamulo. So it seems like the SG is distancing himself to say that I had no part in any decision that was taken. It just means that Jacob Zuma was displeased about how the comrades were running the party and on the issue of the late comrade Muzi, because the family was not so happy about these two. What's your take on this? Please leave it on the comment section below, and don't forget that you can support us by subscribing to this political YouTube channel. Until we meet on the next video, and I'm out.